Pornography tears families apart and ruins the true meaning of love. This has negative effects on not only the viewer, but also their families and loved ones. Through my paper, I hope to persuade you the harmful effects that pornography has on everybody. Pornography tears families apart, marriages, and even communities. If someone in your family views pornography, it has a negative effect on everybody. If your husband or wife is addicted to pornography, their views on you change completely. You soon become boring and not as good as the internet sites. A child who has a parent who views pornography is not blind to the fact that they treat their spouse differently. No child should have to see their parents fight or even fall out of love because something as stupid as pornography. Porn gives you a false sense of reality. Nobody looks like the photoshopped women or men on the internet. Viewing this makes you look at others differently because they don't look like the people you see and hope for. Pornography wants you to think that sex is supposed to be something that it is not. After viewing something so exciting, it can make intimacy with your spouse boring and non-satisfying. Sexual intimacy is something sacred and private between you and your spouse. It is not something you need to go view on the internet. It ruins the purpose of being in love. Women already have enough things to be insecure about, but having a spouse that is addicted to pornography will absolutely tear her apart. It is nearly impossible to compete with photoshopped women that men view on pornography. Every woman wants to feel beautiful and confident in her own skin, but having a husband who looks at all other girls will tear her down and make her feel terrible about her self-image. Nobody deserves to have to compete for their husband's love. A wife can love you back and care for you. A computer screen cannot. The harmful effects of pornography are very addictive and very hard to quit. Men who view this have a higher chance of sexual aggression, rape, and sexual promiscuity. Pornography can lead someone to do things they normally wouldn't do if they weren't looking at it. Some examples are child rape, having a child out of wedlock, abusing their spouses and families, quitting a job, and so many others. More often than not, pornography leads to divorce. I know that for myself, if my husband views pornography, I don't want my kids to have to suffer for his stupidity. I don't think that divorce should be an option. I think that most things can be worked through. But if your spouse is not willing to make the change necessary, then nobody deserves to be staying with him. Nobody deserves to suffer for someone else's actions. Pornography is damaging to the viewer and everyone around them. I hope this gives you understanding of how harmful pornography is. Don't get caught up in don't get caught up in something that tears all of your loved ones apart. Pornography kills love.